Welcome to Tuesday with Tutah. This is where we get to ask questions for like a mini reading. And if anybody is interested, I did a show with Allie earlier today. It was called the 1010. Allie and I do things on the doubles. So you'll see me on her channel on 11/11, 12/12, and so on. So there is that. And if you guys would like a reading, you can go ahead and ask. Please put it in all capitals so I can see it. And welcome. I see you. Hi, Leah. Hi, Starhawk and Annie Bear and Lori. And Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Showwoman, welcome. Sharon, always a pleasure. I hope you're well. Hello, Rossi and Nivra. Yeah, the show the time goes by so fast with Allie. Thank you, Lori. Fogo Pogo, hi. A new subscriber from Gerald's chat. Oh my goodness. Thank you for being here. Hi, Jamie. Leah, thank you for leaving the comments for me after the show is over. I really appreciate it. And Annie Bear, thank you too. Okay, looks like I've got Lori's question. Hi, Richie. Hi, Debbie from Canada. It's good to see you guys. Thank you for showing up. Showman, I have yours highlighted. Annie Bear, got you, and Nivra, yes. I just wanted to say, Richie, whenever you want to have fun with readings over on your channel, just invite me and send me a link, and we can just do like easy little readings if you would like to practice, if that's something you want to do. Okay. I know, twice in one day, right? All one. Welcome. Oh, thank you, Fogo Pogo. You say you love all the videos, and I've been lucky enough to experience it. I know, I didn't know what it was until until it popped out of me, emerged. And we're actually, I don't know if you know this, but we're going to do the second, because I feel like we couldn't fit like this huge, big topic of light language just into one, just one time over on Tarot Stash Gerald's channel. So we are going to do a follow-up because there was a lot of questions we didn't get to. So show up on Sunday over on Gerald's channel. It's going to be later in the day, just like it was last time. And we're going to get to some of those questions that didn't get answered. Hey, Heather, welcome. Okay. Oh, hi, Janet. A new subscriber from Debbie's channel. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, Debbie, I see you. Thank you for asking me the question about the stones and the rocks. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but Debbie came on earlier for this on this channel here on this live stream and asked if, because I love collecting rocks. I've got one right here. I love collecting rocks when I'm out and about. Isn't that cool? And so she was asking me, if I get permission, like if I talk to them and just say, like, would you like to come with me? And I do ask, because sometimes I'll find something, and it doesn't want to come home with me. So I just listen to what they tell me. And one day I'll bring in my grandmother Turtle Rock. She's outside. but there's a nice story with that rock. Is there a reason why I don't cry? Okay, let's ask, okay? You're welcome for the blue wrench, Annie. Okay, let me make sure I didn't. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. Oh, yep, I missed that one. Okay. Welcome, everybody. I'm just going. Yeah, okay, good, Richie. Yay. Yes. Yeah, I had a lot of fun over on Gerald's channel. He's so comfortable to be with on his channel. He and the chatters as well. He loves all of you guys. He was like boasting about you guys before we went on. Wow, it makes me want to cry a little bit. Okay, here we go. Why do I want to cry? Okay. Sharon is saying happy birthday to everyone this month. It is a really good question about the stones, Annie Bear. It's really important to ask permission. Yeah. So you say, I've had my eyes closed most times when I hear it. Me too. And light language looks like modulating bars of light, like an old music system. Yeah. That modulates with the tones. That is so cool. That is so cool. Jamie, me too. I'm always looking down when I go for walks, especially on the beach. Janet says, I have a friend brings back rocks from Botswana, but now I feel bad because she didn't ask. Well, just ask the rock now. What does the rock want? You can always ask. Okay, Rossi, I got your question. Oh my gosh, yes, Fogo Pogo says, my heart, I'm gonna post this one. My heart also tends to sing or call out ahead of it being channeled by others, almost like a call and response. I have to tell you guys that I do. So there's this one person that came to do massage on me, and it was in my healing room, and it's somebody I knew through other people. And so she came over, and then we connected, and I gave her I also like did some energy work on her, and a language came out of her that sounded like mine. And I remember she plays the guitar and she sings. And that's exactly what I told her. Like when I heard it, I felt like it was like my heart and my voice, my light language had been calling. And it was just so lovely to hear it echoed back. And yeah, so I totally understand what you're saying there. Unlocking a lower back. He's so good at facilitating, Richie. Yes. Yep. Hashtag best chatters over there. Oh, I don't know why people can be musically minded. I think it's just because that's just how you visualize. Yeah, the world is hurting. Hi, La Luna. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start. Yeah, did you guys see what Burr said? Or beer? I don't know how to pronounce that, but it says, years ago when I worked with indigenous archaeologists, we would always ask permission to dig the earth, remove objects. Yeah, and then have a closing ceremony. Yeah, Yeah, I learned to ask because when I would go to Sedona, there was one of the facilitators is Joseph, and Joseph taught me how to leave something as a gift and ask for permission. I learned a lot in Sedona. Okay. I'm happy to be here too, Carol. Welcome. Yeah. And Rossi, thank you for bringing that up about how it's not just being on someone's channel. It's like actually learning from the community. I love it when everybody's supports each other. I know that when I had a family member that wasn't doing so well, and I asked and I got a reading, and then everybody else, it's like the reading was over, and I was upset, and but then it's like everybody chiming in the chat just really felt like I was being tucked in. It's a great community. That's right, Heather. You used to live there. Hi, Guardian. Okay, I am going to go ahead and start the starred ones because I have 11 starred. And it has been quite a day for me. Let me tell you. Started out with an amazing session, and a different language popped through, and it's crazy. I do notice that my screen is flicking a little bit, so if I freeze up, I apologize if that happens. But usually when that happens, if I freeze up, you can still hear me, and that's what you need to, that's the best part, is hearing, right? Okay, so first off, we have Lori. Okay. So we're just going to ask Tutah. Yeah, again, just like what you guys were talking about, just asking permission for our best and highest good. Remembering what Richie says about, just to be mindful of like our surroundings and not necessarily protections, but, sometimes these mini readings can be packed with potency. So let's just call in our people. Just calling our people closer and closer still for everyone. If that's something you want to do, just call your people in. I do like to say, and come closer. And then in a few seconds, say, come closer still. Just so even the people who don't get the readings, that you feel like you're supported and loved by your team. Yeah, angels, guardians, animals. So I'm just going to greet everyone. Wow. We have the people who were here helping in the earlier session. They're here. They're more clinical. So it's good that somebody asked about the lower back. Okay. All right, Lori, let's see what we have here. Okay. For dear Lori. They're saying it's just so nice to be here and to really slow down with you. And sometimes, like, I'm feeling gravity right now. Like, sometimes when we're moving from this to this to this to that, sometimes Apako ashema yewa ui awa ashewa. It's just really, really nice to settle in for this, and to be here for yourself, Lori. But sometimes being still feels a little heavy because it's like when you're done moving, it's just like, oh yeah, there's gravity. Utuma ushama, especially for people who like the light fast ones, which they say that is like part of your identity. The light fast ones, and usually when I see the light fast ones, a lot of times those come through um, where they were in the womb, but they before they were born, they had to step out. That was like the only time that they could be earthbound was in the womb, and then those presented themselves like miscarriages or the children who step out very quickly once they are born. And those are the light, quick ones who want like this earthly um, experience, but they can only tip a toe into the water because they're fast and they're light. So it's nice to meet somebody who is the light and fast one. And sometimes gravity doesn't feel great for the light ones, the light fast ones, heavy. And that's bringing me to my throat area. And I'm not saying this is for you, specifically, Lori, but they do want to say that sometimes it's hard it's hard to be here for some people, and that's kind of what with Lori being here, it's bringing this conversation forward to some other people. Like, have you guys ever felt like it's really hard to be here? Like sometimes it just feels, I said this before, where, you can be around a lot of people, but you feel lonely, even though there's love. It's like when I was talking about when I heard my own language echoing back to me from another person. It's kind of one of those things. Yeah. Thank you, Lori, for saying that. And just like acknowledging it, and saying that, it does help some emotion move. And we're not the only ones that have a hard time being here. Like, we are out and about, whether you're the light fast one, or if you're whoever you are. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you say I want a refund. Yeah. And Leah says, as a child, I was so sad and I always asked why things were such. Yeah. And Lori did say, yeah, it's hard. It's not so easy being here. A lot of times I say that, I'm grateful to be here, but there is a lot of, I want to talk a little bit about what Debbie was saying on Freebird Spirit with Chris. And what I really picked up from the conversation they had, I think that was yesterday, was right at the end, Debbie said that she saw that there was a haze, and it was the air of injustice, which we have a lot of. There was already a lot of injustice anyways, but then in the news lately, there's a lot of things going on. A lot of injustice, and everywhere, can be in like the family. And another thing Debbie said that was channeled was that somebody taking away your free will is not in alignment with love. It's not love when somebody takes your free will away, which is also happening either here, there, everywhere. And so when we have these people that are light and fast, and they don't like the heavy, because it's almost like, Lori, when I see it's like pew 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 pew. It's like you get your it's like your passion is to do things that aren't you know, it's not injustice. It like the heavy stuff. It's like it's almost it's like pulling the petals off a flower that wants to live, and just for entertainment, it's like the flower wants to live. Why are you taking those off me? So um, let me see, because I feel like this is a bigger thing than just a reading. So I do like to do those collective things where we tap into the collective, but I would like to tap into the ones who have felt alone when they're even surrounded by people. And I see you, I feel you, myself included. And, just sitting with that for a second and knowing that things can be hard. And just sensing the trials and tribulations, and things that trip us up, and things that we can see, but they still trip us up, and the things that are unseen that trip us up. And speaking of timelines lately, especially with Allie today, I just want to say, if we could take time to put something in a timeline pocket, just so it's like a little gift. Like, have you ever put on like your winter jacket and you find like a $10 bill and you're so excited, and it's been there all season, but you didn't know it? It's kind of like that, where we could put in this like collective, like a collection of hopes and love. Which we can withdraw, and we can make deposits for the sensitives, the light and fast ones. What a beautiful gift we can give ourselves with the collection. And there's goodness, because we're here. Our little, the people holding the light, the lanterns in the dark. And some people who might be creating some of the shadows, because that is what they're doing in this lifetime. And that goes to my belly. Like the things that make us, that saying, like sick to the stomach. So anyone here having any belly issues, they say that the collection is good. We'll put that away for another day. They just want to work, do a little bit of energy work. You guys know when you're doing the dishes and it's really bubbly, like you use the good Dawn stuff, not the not the generic stuff, and there's lots of bubbles, and you put your hand, it's like you go through the bubbles and you can hear the noise of your hand in the bubbles, but then you go like slowly up to see if you can create a bubble. I know that's just not me. I know there's other people out there that try to make the bubbles from the dishwater. And that's what they're talking about. Patu pamaku ushama yama, like metaphorically, the dishwater. Kotano ishama yama kotano shtita, where like the grime. Tuka ushama yema tuka ushawa, where it goes. Paku uma ashema wa ma shewa. Yena tamaku yawa. There are the people, the playful people still, that still have the playing in them. Titono shtitano kayewa, that try to make bubbles out of the dirty dishwater. Akupa mpa ishamawa wa kunata oshewa. Ye ta nui ta pa wa ye ta shewa. And they're just bringing that forth again in case any of us forgot that being adults. Pa okama oshewa nui. Pa enama shema wa yewa wa nui pa uka shema yewa. And just feeling the whole body relax, knowing kutanushita, that the playfulness is still here. We can still make bubbles out of the dirty dishwater. So thank you, Lori, for bringing that, all of that in. Okay, and Shawoman, hi, I haven't read for you in a while. Yeah. Oh, your brother's having surgery, Sharon? Okay. Let us know how that goes. Mbampuku ashamawa. Payama yapao shiwa. They're being very quiet. Apapakunama shiwa. I'm not sure if you're a person who has sensitive ears. I'm going to get closer. Atutanu ka oshima kukanama kapawa oshima yumama kuama shimawa. Yeta uka. I almost feel as if it's even touching the ears can be sensitive. Katukanama eshimawa wanaka yiwa. Anuka oshimawa pawa ma shewa nuina kawa. Yetanuma shimamako ka nui. Papakioma oshima yema nui. Ama pakui ishimama utatanaka. Yetana is definitely ear related. Woman, kamaba shamapaku aishe uka yema. Yetano no ka o ama shema yewa o aishewa. Do you have sensitive ears? I'm curious. Maybe not. Is this something ear related? And you know how some people will have the implant? How somebody has the implant. They're like going to your ear. It's like they're putting they want to know if they can put the it's like they're putting something in there energetically for you, to help with the hearing. Maybe they're saying yes. They want to give you the Whisper 2000 so you can hear them. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, they want to know if they can if they can do that for you today. But if you say no, that's okay too. Oh my god, it's so funny. Okay. Papa muka shema kutai pushewa kama kipa shema ya shema yama shema wa waka ma ishewai. Oh, and you know what they're saying too? Like some people who are hard of hearing, and how the when they get the device, how like the language sounds and how it changes when this all aligns. So I think this is a communication and a hearing. Yeah. So just take a breath in and release. Breath in and release. Papa kyama ishama kyama ishama shima kyama papa kyo. Your people are funny. They're like, hello, hello, can you hear me? Come in. Over. Hello, hello, can you hear us now? Can you hear me now? Oh my gosh. Hi, Kimberly. Yes, like a bad Verizon commercial. Yes. Epatuto no mupoko ishaba kwa yetana ishima kipa ishima yewa nuita. And this is talking about like picking up atutanoshita, like frequency. Panuka ishima hu atutanama ishawa kuka yenama pa ishima kima. Ashtema tutonoma ishtita yewa. And they're talking about a revving up. Pako ashima ku ishimawa. And I'm like, can she turn this down? They're like, no. Pakunama ushima yewa nuita. Ashtata upakyama shewa kayema. Anui ka pa ushima yewa. And I'm like, is there a manual? They're like, no. Good luck with your implant. They're not going to give me any more information about that. There's more. There's more. Like, play around with that and see what happens. Let us know, please. Let us know. You're welcome. Annie Bear, dear Annie Bear. Oh, Annie Bear. I can see you wearing a black long sleeve button down shirt, and it's really cool. It's got like it's white. I mean, it's black, but it has like white threading. Kupa no ishima yewa no kaipa yewa no ka ishewa. Anu papa kyama, and it's as if you're wearing the clothes of the mamuka ishima yewa yitana ma ishewawa. They're not going to tell me which black bird, but it is a black bird. And it's like it's like dressing up for the bird. It's like this, the wings are like right here. So it's almost like if you, and they want to say like, wow. They're talking about how, and this isn't necessarily for you, Annie Bear, it's for like all of us. And they're saying like, dressing up, like to honor the animals, is different than like impersonating them. They're trying to describe something, like they're using the word impersonation. And they're talking about like how people will impersonate by, using the makeup and offending. So that's over here. But like standing in the power of the one that you're connecting, the one that you're calling. Oh, I can see it. Oh, I think I know why they didn't tell me. Because it's not a raven or a crow. Oh, I think it reminds me of like the myna bird. Myna bird. It has a bigger beak. It has a different beak. Okay. You have long wanted to make pieces to wear. I believe they're giving you the go ahead, because they just want they're just saying impersonation is different than honoring. Yeah. And if anybody here can understand what that is, it's you. I haven't thought of, is there a myna bird? A black bird with a bigger beak? I'm going to look that up later. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hi, Kim J. Hello, welcome. Hi, Prince Charming's mom. Kim J, I think of you often because when I first came to this community, just doing the meditations with Debbie or just even watching Debbie, it's just like, I remember, when you were asking questions about, should I get a new car? And then you were asking questions, I believe you were the massage therapist, right? Some sweet on you. And you were asking about that. And so, yeah. And I remember somebody in the community was kind of like asking the question of like, the readers talk about how we have like our higher self, our inner teacher. If we have those, then why do we need to come to the readers? And I remember my answer was because we want to know if Kim J got a new car. We want to know if Kim J likes that person. It's because we're a community. You were my answer, and so thank you so much for being here. Yeah, right. I'm like, well, of course we'd be here. We need to know what's going on. These are our people. So Annie Bear, yes, yeah. You know the difference between impersonating and honoring. Annie Bear, they're even showing me like how somebody can be disrespectful, even like, for some reason they're showing me a funeral, like people being disruptive and disrespectful at a funeral compared to, the honoring. Like that's how, how important it is to honor the ones who step in and the ones who step out, with birth and with death. And yeah, and you know what it's like to the difference. So thank you for asking your question. Well, hello, Sal. How you doing? How you feeling? Okay, I would like to know if my current relationships are going to continue to move forward. Okay. Ooh, I got a yes. They made my head nod. Okay, Annie's bird, back up. Please, I respect Annie's bird. Just back up a little bit. Okay. Okay, so they're showing your current relationships as current going down the river. I love when they play with the words. They're saying that the current is good. I mean, there's things underneath the water, some things we can't see and some things that have emerged because of the level of the water. So we can see some things that are coming down, the river, or better, whatever, you know what I mean. But they're, as all good rivers do, some will stay on the current path and some will branch out to the side. I'm getting that I don't know if this is true, but is it children? Are the children the one that are going to be branching off? Because I love that it's part of the river, but they kind of go their own way. And I think that would be sad for a river, but also understandable, I guess. Adopted grandson. Okay. Yeah, I would think that that would be sad for the river. But it's also like you're part of the story, the part of the beginning. But there will be some branching off. And it's so interesting because I see like that little branch going, and it's more going into more of a forested area, where it turns into like a stream. So it goes like from a river to an eddy to the stream. And it's like it's peaceful in the forest. It's a little bit slower. But sometimes, especially around trees, that their branches will fall off. So I guess what we could say is we just put a blessing and a prayer out there that if there are some things that fall into this person's like life river, that the flow still continues and it doesn't get blocked, dammed up. Like it will welcome the light little branches. Because sometimes that can even those little disruptors can actually help filter out, like if there's a plastic bag in the water, that could catch that so it doesn't continue downstream. But just making sure that there's no damming up of the water. You understand? Okay. I'm asking if there's anything else, but what I'm feeling is a little bit, I'm feeling a bit at peace, almost, it's not necessarily surrendering to things that we have no control over, but I feel at peace. Like my belly is relaxed, my shoulders are relaxed, and it feels like they haven't been relaxed in a while. Pama ishima pakua panu papau shimawa. It's like when we're, watching something. Okay. Stay with me in my redneck ways. So it's like you're at NASCAR and it's like you're excited to be there, but you're just like, oh my God, this is dangerous. And it's like, and it's like, you're like, this is exciting, but it's dangerous, and it's just like at some point, you have to sit back and just know that you're not the driver. You're not the ones that are dangerous around that driver, or dangerous or adventurous, I should say. It's not like danger. Everybody in there, they're all peers. They know each other. Pamakotano ishiwa yiwa. But it's difficult to not have control, and you just know something is going to happen. But there's this peace. There's this peace because also in the forest, there are these, I'm seeing a a fern, like things that grow in the shade, and they like the moistness. And it's as if he's gifting this to you, and you get to hold on to this gift. So I hope that makes sense to you. I know sometimes these readings can create more questions than answers. So, but if you are at peace and a little bit more relaxed with whatever's going on in your life, we here at this community are all for that and hugging you. Oh, Paul, I'm so sorry that your kitty is sick. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, Heather. Tutah no kamatai shemai. I get the feeling of excited and eager. Excited and eager. Like the buildup of energy. Almost like you have a secret. Like you have a secret in your pocket. And you're like, this is my secret. And I can share it when I want, but it's my secret now. It's very it's playful, this feeling that I feel. Do you have a secret, Heather? Oh, and they say that things will be bubbling up. Things will be bubbling up. It's like they're showing me like this. I don't know if it's a mud puddle. Okay, not to be gross, but Heather, do you know the movie Labyrinth, when they're in the bog of internal stench? Have you ever seen that movie? It was one of my favorite movies, so I watched it on the VHS tape many times. So anyways, if you know that movie, it's things are bubbling up, but they're not going to be stinky. That's just how I'm trying to describe it. No, it's so funny. Like back when I watched it, it was like a really good movie, but I tried to rewatch. I'm like, kids, sit down. You need to see this. And they're just like, I don't get it. Why is this your favorite movie? And I'm like, Hoggle. I'm like, come on, Hoggle. I'm like, come on. And then I'll sing the songs and they're like, shut up. Anyways, bubbling up. Long side story aside. I feel as if you're sitting on the like you're excited and you're sitting on the edge of your seat. Like you're ready. It's almost like they just need to call your name and you're ready. I feel like all the work that you've been doing has been to get you right here on your edge of your seat. Ooh. Ooh, this is a cool card. Check that out. And it's really interesting because when I saw it, it was upside down, which is kind of cool too. But I love that. And you know that what is it called? The negative space in between the two reminds me of the cards spade, like a spade. You're on the edge of your seat now because of the message. Yes. Yes. Princess Bride was also awesome. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, good movies. So, you know what though? They are bringing me to, and I'm not sure. I have a feeling this might be for somebody else in the community. I like how they're piggybacking, but I feel as if there is a knot in my throat. Pano paku shema yama okayawa. Yetama ishima pakunama ipa ushewa yama yawa. Yetama pa she kuinama. Mo mo. Ama uka ishe ushe. I feel like this is not this lifetime, but another lifetime. And this is either for you or it's for yeah, I think this might be for you, Heather. There's a knot in the throat. You know how you know how someone is choking and somebody will in the movies will come up behind them and like do a big pat on the back, especially like for children. Yeah, okay. Coughing for no reason. Okay. Atupano, it's almost as if spirit wants to come and just like whack you on the back of the neck, and it's like it falls like right here in my hand. So shima tu ka no ta shima wa ye pa she ma ku emma shewa ye tano kayewa. And so some of the people from this earlier session I had today, they're coming forward. Ama shimao tao totoka sheba shema kepa shewa. Mama uka shimama kutano yawanui kushiwa. And again, they're surrounding you. Panu pa kushiwa yamaye pa uka. And it's really interesting. Kuna toka no shiwa yama. And for the client this morning, these helpers came in, and it was as if they do like this medical like telepathy, but they surround the person, but it's not just like mental. It's like their whole body has like this frequency, this vibration to them. And it's almost as if it like they all kind of turn on at the same time. And for me, what they're showing is like a delicate tool, like panuka kutana wa yawa, and it's got tukanama ushamawa like a laser end. Tutanoshita, you can see it. Natuka ashama tu ano atu tano panuka ushamayama otanoka ishamaye. Like, what if there was a way to energetically open it? Mama, pauka, mama, ishima, asking the permission, of course. Are you okay with me doing this? Oh, you've been asking your guides. Well, there you go. That's permission. Ka otama, ushamawa, yewa. Aponu, ka ushe, kokanama, mama, yewa. Panukana iwa. Yeta ma ushiwa. Yetana otanoka urshamawa nui. Anaka. Anutano kanama ushiwa. Ka unapa usha ntiton kana ushema yewa nui. You're like delicately removing it. Ma'uka ishiwa. And it reminds me of the reading over on Allie's channel today, where somebody was asking why they get sick so frequently. And the people came through and said that if she was a seed, she was too far down to germinate. And this is like a seed, tokano ka oshewa, that needs to be removed, and it feels or looks like the size of like to oshewa no, a beech nut from the beech nut tree. So it's got kind of like sticky. Tanaka oshama ota maaka ishewa nui. So just delicately going around that with the fine tool, kopa ashama, fine tipped tool, ma ashewa. Ayana, and it like radiates to the ear. So Sorry. Sometimes when I'm moving energy, I cough and burp. I guess it could be worse. Panuka. Oh, and they go to like a sore spot in my stomach too. Otuka naka. Yetanui. Pamauka oshimawa yewa. And they're talking about like how sad of a story is to have like a seed kotano kanoshite tano kayewa that doesn't come to fruition. Akotano ka oshewa, and it's no fault of the seed. Pa kuta nta ko ishimaya ma ukoto. It could be just the circumstances. Iapama ota oshama makokanoka. Yanama oshima. It could be that it was the wrong timing, like the wrong season. Kutanu shiwa no pa ko iwa. Yenatano ka iwa. It could be the people around that were Pako a ushema yewano ka yewano pa ushema wawama uka payamawa. And this one was like, this seed was tucked away in like a nice little nest, almost like what a child, like when you find a nest that falls out of a tree and it still has maybe some of the light feathers in it. And I could see a little child on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, around 7, finding this and being so excited, but would want to keep it safe. So it might find like a quiet place to keep it safe. That's what they're talking about. But they want to let you know like you might feel some of the achiness, like the ear, the jaw, like radiating, like chit-chatting, ukana. And it's like they're throwing that in the compost so it can turn into something else. It's not throwing it away, it's bringing it somewhere. And they say that there are these little roots that did come out, so they are just taking, like wiggling the little tendrils, like when you find a carrot in the bag that has the little tendrils. They're just light. Nuta, 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 nuta. Pakuka, oshamaku, kamaka, kakashiwa. Badupa, nuka, no ishiwa. But like all energy work, when we take something out, kotano kapa oshawa nui, pakonata, there'll be some space. Pakuka, yawa. Oh, that's sweet. They're asking like the 7-year-old who had the discovery to come, because that little girl loves to have treasures, and so she's being asked to bring like the best treasure, and she says that she'll watch over the discarded seed. Panopaku Oshewa, like the caregiver of that. To help it on its journey. Okotano Oshatanoma Okopa or Ewa Oshewa. Yema Maui O Atu Pamama Oshewa. And it's as if she collected the beeswax, taking a lesson from the bees. Apapakotano Tayewa, and packing it. Tutamama Kutama Oshamawa. With the treasure that she placed in katanaka. And there's very gentle, like there's a bunny, like gentle animals, gentle, soft animals coming in for you. Yeah. Yeah, there is nothing, when you guys get like that, that like radiating pain, it has such a volume to it. It's terrible. Best of luck. Thank you to the little 7-year-old. Okay, Debbie. So Debbie, I see the two things. It says, I would love if you can tap into another part of my guides and soul, and also asked about tears. Why will the tears not fall? Okay. Okay. Pa'okama oshima, Debbie. Hi. Panotana kayewa. They're going to like this. You guys know like the old fashioned clawfoot bathtubs. E tama papakopa oshima yema. And it's like they're like the time for bathing is over. Tupama oshima, and they're pulling the drain. Atupano shtitano kanana. Ye tana. They're showing me the 8, the infinity sign. Apa shamawa. Matui tama pako shemayewa. And just seeing it tukano ka shemayewa no, the things draining. Kuma shepa papakyamama ishewawawa. Ayema. And they're like, if you stay in there too long, you'll get cold. And that's not good. Oh, and it's so beautiful. This is in the forest, but the trees aren't like, it's not a canopy of trees. It's like I can see the trees further out, and I can see these rocks with little bits of stones in between the rocks. It's really pretty, and, and it's very natural, very organic. Like it would be fun to get out of the bathtub and feel the stones. They're not like pokey ones. And it just feels so good to be like nature's child, nature's daughter. And this has something to do with like with the moon. Because this is all done in the moonlight. Because Panuka Oshewa, it's so much better at night. Titama Washewa, you can hear the things that are not like man-made. Autoka Ishimawa is so pretty. You can hear like the owl hooting. And then you can see the fireflies off in the distance, and you can just wonder what's over there at the through the meadow near the tree by the mountain. Are there deer that are coming out? Just almost sensing like the excitement of the animals. Like not their excitement, your excitement for being here with them in the nighttime. And they're showing me like like a towel holder, with the hooks. And they say, I think what they're getting at here is that they're nudging you along with no towel, no robe, meaning kind of like bearing it all. Which in this case, feeling the moon on the heart space, on the chest, like feeling it, really, really leaning into the senses, the water, the moon, the night animals. I almost feel like you might come alive in the night, whether it's dream time or whether you are a night owl. But they said there are no more things to cover up. There are no more things like I'm looking at the empty hooks on this like this towel holder. And we're done covering things up. It's like we're stepping out of the bathtub and just kind of absorbing just asking, like, is there anything we can do, or is that's the message? Um, they're showing me something that looks like tomato soup or carrot soup. It's something of those colors, and it has like fancy, like how you would put like I'm not sure if it's parsley, cilantro. I don't know what it is, but there's like a green sprig of something in the top, and it's this really cool like small wood table, small for like one person or maybe two. And I see a chair, a chair is for you. And it's like they're saying like it's like the soup is ready. Come up, oshama, like come and sit down. We're not covering anything up anymore. And we're having a meal. Parsley. Yeah. Yeah, or how about both? Yeah. This is really beautiful, because you asked about your guides and your soul, and this place seems like down to earth, very organic, very natural, um, and it's not busy. Like you don't have to go into the city. You don't have to go in a place where things are zooming around and like man-made things. Um, like bearing it all and not covering up feels really good. Um, yeah, I'm really curious to see how the weekend with the eclipse goes for all of us. So, okay, I'm gonna do. Let me see. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do this one because we're past an hour. Cool contract. Anything from spirit on my channeling path and contract. Where and how should I be listening? I can see somebody like they're in the sound box at the recording studio, and they're like they don't even put like the headphones on. It's just like they're listening to just one side of the headphone as the other one hangs over there. Pa'otano shema wakuyewa, listening to the beat, listening to the music. Papakuka numa she paukai. Maokai tama ishewa ishewa. Tanu ishe mama yewu kauki. Tamashe wa ukaukai. Yena taukai taukaukai tai. Maokaukai, maokaukai, tau, tau. I'm going to go ahead and say it's music. Music for the win. Papaku ma ushama ma nui tanama ko shimama. E patnui ma ushama ma ko tanu kama ushewai. Kiama, 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 tanananushti tai. Tam tam hashu. Uka ukai. Do you sing? Anosheku aiti tai. Do you play music or sing? Maui kaui tamai. Even if it's I have one of those, the tuning forks. Tuning forks. Okay, so you do. It's this flow of music. Papaku no ma no wapaku ishima, and it's like when there's like disharmony. Oh, that's like the tuning forks tuning into it. Like if there is a note of disharmony, however that is presented. They're like just imagining a person here or an animal. And being the note, and the vibration that can be like hey, you're a little bit out of your disharmony, panotanoshtita. You don't have to be the correct note, but can we get a little bit closer? Good. Yes. Oh, it's always good to have a drum. Yes, always good to have a drum. Atupanoka. You know what? Totanoshtita. Let's end on a drum. But yeah, it's about being the tuning fork for disharmony. And it's not necessarily forcing something to be the note of like healing. Like if the disharmony is pain in somebody, we don't want to like take the pain away, but you can harmonize in your way to like make it change the volume a little bit, change the tune a little bit. And they're talking about when Debbie was talking about that haze and the air of injustice. Ooh, my drum sounds weird. Okitana shema ukai. We're like the people, they're like the haze disruptors raising the haze. I love how the drum is a different tightness right now, so it does sound different. It's like we see the disharmony, our perception of disharmony, but we can go in there with our with our inner song and have an effect on what we perceive as disharmony. And I think that's where we will leave it tonight. Does that make sense? Thank you, everybody, for being here and staying the whole time. I really appreciate it. I love the people that they pop in and say hi, but I can't stay. And I appreciate the people who come later as well and watch it on the replay. Tomorrow, let me see, what do we have coming up? I'm doing an alignment series this weekend for the eclipse. So Friday and Saturday, I'll be coming on, I believe it's 5:30 Pacific time, to just talk about the alignment, because the Tutah, the teachers, they have a message for us that when we align with a certain timeline, or maybe the timelines all meet, I'm not sure. We'll get into that. There's something that we've left for ourselves that we can collect. So whether you can make it then, or check it out later, or just even have that little seed in your mind of when our timelines cross, like the eclipse, that we have left things for ourselves to come across, like these little treasures that the 7-year-old has. So that's happening Friday, Saturday, and the finale is Sunday it's noon Pacific time, when we go live on the couch with Debbie and Lisa, and it'll be on my couch on Sunday because it's the finale. And also Gerald's second light language, where we answer the questions we didn't get to. That'll be on Tarot Stash later in the evening on Sunday. So kind of feel like I'm forgetting something, but that's okay, because guess what? We've got the notifications, or as my teenager says, notifications. So everybody have a great couple of days, and I will see you guys later. Okay. Yes, the eclipse is on Saturday. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yep. So Friday the 13th, I will be back unless I pop on before then. Bye, everybody.